Welcome back to Joe's Son of Boxing. One of Queensbury's prospects is a young man called Royston Barney-Smith. He's 20 years of age. He's from Southampton, I think, or he's based in Southampton. And he moved to 13 wins, no draws, no defeats, with 7 KOs. He stopped ANDRES Navarrete on the magnificent 7 card from Wembley Arena. Navarrete came in with quite a fancy record, 12 wins, 3 KOs. He came in with 2 defeats, but he'd been stopped sort of mid this year, June, July this year, in only 1 round. Javier Herrera knocked him out in a round. He just got caught cold, I think. It took about 90 seconds, a couple of minutes maybe. So he kind of had something to prove, really, Mr. Navarrete. He's nowhere near world class, but against Royston Barney-Smith, he was kind of on it. Because even though he wasn't winning rounds, he was looking like he had good survival skills, and he was able to ask the questions that you want any young prospect to be asked. And it did take Royston 5 rounds to chop him down, Navarrete. And in fact, Navarrete, he was over in the 3rd round from Royston Barney-Smith, by the way, is a southpaw, Navarrete orthodox. It was a backhand, I think, an overhand left that clipped Navarrete, put him over. He got up in the 3rd round, not a problem. Again, he wasn't winning rounds, but he was able to sort of fiddle his way. He knew his way around the ring. He could fiddle his way through any kind of choppy waters. But there was only one potential winner, and then in the 5th round, Royston managed to floor him for a 2nd time. Again, it was the backhand left, I think. Navarrete sort of took a knee by the ropes, got up, and then actually just sort of, he seemed to think, what the hell, I'm going to give this a hell of a go now. And he just let his fists go, bang, 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 bang. None of it really affected Royston Barney-Smith, who then landed I think it was a sort of, it might have been a shovel uppercut left to the body, and put Navarrete down for the count. Great body punch. And that was a good thing to see. Royston wasn't neglecting the body work. He's trained by Ben Davison, by the way, so he's got a very good trainer in his corner. And like I say, at 20 years of age, yeah, he looks good. He's got a lot of natural attributes to work with. We're talking, what was this, 130 super featherweights, probably go up to lightweight as he gets older, but good little fighter, but obviously needs work. And as I always say with all these prospects, and Frank Warren does it better than anyone else, bring them on slowly, bring them on, area, English, maybe British, Commonwealth, European and world. All the time in the world at 20. He actually needs rounds, because a couple of fights ago, he fought Brian Barajas and went 8 rounds, and I think that's the only occasion he's been 8. I could be wrong. There might be another 1 or 2 where he's done 8, but he's not been beyond 8. This was an 8-rounder against Navarrete, and Navarrete gave him something to think about. He made him do what he's been doing in the gym, if you know what I mean. It's no use going in there and just blowing a guy away in 1 round or 2 rounds, and even though Royston Barney-Smith was, having things his own way as far as winning the rounds was concerned. I mean, Navarrete didn't really come close to winning a single round. Nevertheless, because Navarrete was in survival mode, because he was firing the odd punch back just to sort of try and keep Royston on, contained or on the back foot maybe, that weren't going to happen. But nevertheless, he made Royston show what he's got. It required a key to the door. It required a lock that needed picking. And for a 20-year-old, these lessons are the most invaluable, where suddenly you can do a thing in the gym 100 times, but unless you're in the ring doing it, it's not quite the same thing under the bright lights with the TV cameras on you. And I'm impressed with this guy. I think he's got an awful long way to go, but good fighter. And again, Queensbury, Frank's been in the game for nearly half a century. He knows how to bring these young prospects on, how to give them the proper work, match them correctly. Navarrete was from, Colombia. Like I say, he's absolutely nowhere near world class, but you know, it's a nice little record to have. You know, what is it, 12-3 now? It's not a bad little record to have on your resume. And he'll probably go back to Colombia, you know, get some work done over there, and then he'll be brought over again for another prospect. He just, you know, this is the way these things go. They earn a living, a lot of these South American fighters coming to Europe as the sort of you know, right hand side of the bill, picking up a few paychecks. And at least he didn't get blown away this time in a round, you know, which is something, I suppose. At least he actually put up a fight. So what do you think of Royston Barney-Smith? Are you impressed with the raw materials? I am. Of course, you've got to have the ingredients for a meal, but you've got to know how to cook it. You've got the right ingredients, yeah, definitely, but you've got to know how to cook it. And that's where the matchmaking, the promoter, the trainer comes in, all working together, having a good team around you. And Royston seems to have a really great team. Let me know what you think. Comments below. And please subscribe to the channel if you're new, and hit the like button as well. There's plenty more boxing to come tonight, and I'll be reviewing various fights. It's going to be a marathon, but don't worry, energy drinks at the ready. All right, I'll catch you later. Bye for now.